We're here with Mike Payne from Revolver, about to match up against Chain Lightning in the finals of the 2009 UPA Club Championships. Mike, you met Chain Lightning in pool play at the Chesapeake Invite, coming from far behind to win that game 12-11. What adjustments did you make in that game to pull out the victory?
Probably two things, really. One was we just finally started playing defense. I think we came into that game, it actually was a crossover, we came into that game playing a little bit soft, feeling like we had had a good day because we were undefeated in pool play. And came out a little slow, and having good marks against Chain is essential because they play a hucking game. So we went into halftime and basically just told ourselves that we needed to be a little bit bigger than we had been in the first half and step up on the mark and make their hucks go sideways. So that was one half of it. And then the second thing was we actually started on offense throwing the disc long a little bit more. We were playing a possession game in the first half, and Chain was starting to front us a bit too much, making it harder for us to come back. And a couple deep shots actually opened it up for us to move the ball to the break side later in the game a bit easier.
So you guys had a couple of big offseason pickups. How's the Revolver offensive philosophy incorporated key O-line pickups Mac Taylor and Bo Kittredge?
Well, we have a philosophy on Revolver that we play as a team. We've got 25 guys, and the policy that we had for picking the team this year was that everyone would have a role in the finals and nationals. Bo and Mac and some of our other pickups are clearly big pickups for us. They play a lot of points, they make a lot of plays, but they're just parts of the system that we have, both from an offensive and a defensive perspective. Both those guys play on both sides of the ball, and they have a role, but there are other guys who can fill those roles and oftentimes do.
Chain Lightning is known for their athleticism. What do you plan to do strategically to contain Chain's big athletes?
Well, I guess I can answer that indirectly, and that is that we feel like we have the most athletic team at nationals. We believe that we're in better shape and that we've conserved more energy over the course of the weekend. So if it comes down to a battle of athleticism, we're prepared to win. I think we're also better prepared to move the ball and play a possession game because we've done that more than Chain has all year. So we're ready.
Excellent. Well, good luck. AJ Terrasmith of Chain Lightning here before the 2009 UPA Club Championship Open Division Finals. Going to ask him a couple questions about the finals coming up. So you've been having a pretty easy go of it so far here at the UPA Club Championship. What's been working so well for Chain?
Well, I'm not sure I'd say we've been having an easy go of it. Certainly that semifinals against Ironside was a battle. But defensively, we've just been really locking teams down. They're taking it away, and obviously we're using the deep game, which we're known for. We're using the deep game pretty well.
So, speaking of that, one of the common critiques of the Chain offense is that you simply huck it up to your superior athletes. Is there anything more to your offense than that?
Well, I mean, is that a critique? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, of course, you can't just hang it up against good teams every time because they're going to make plays. We're about to play Revolver. They've got Bo. We're not going to just go out there and be able to win every 50-50 ball against Bo. So, you have to do other things, obviously. One advantage of having won the reputation of chucking it so much and actually chucking it so much is that you get backed constantly. So we're able to get big unders, oftentimes the strong side. Of course, we also would like to at least occasionally try to attack the break side. So it'll be really important for our handlers, especially like Greg Swanson, Jay Hammond, Paul Vandenberg, to get the disc to the other side of the field and just make us a little bit more versatile.
Hey, you mentioned Bo Kittredge there. Do you have a game plan to deal with his presence on the Revolver O-line?
Yeah, I mean, so luckily we have maybe the other fastest guy in Ultimate in Joel Wooten. So those, we will try to go one-on-one with him, and just let Joel try to work on him. Obviously we're going to try to force him under, make him beat us with his throws rather than his athleticism. But yeah, we'll let Joel have that assignment, and nothing super special.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much. Good luck today.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle.
Welcome to the 2009 UPA Club Championships in Sarasota, Florida.
Andrew, I am really excited about this game here. Both these teams very athletic, very skilled teams. We should see some big plays on both sides.
Sherwood up to Mac Taylor. Mac Taylor near the sideline. Looks like Chain Lightning forcing forehand. Mac Taylor pivoting. Great defense there. Ooh, Mac Taylor sneaks that backhand up the line. Sherwood with the disc now. Gets it to the middle of the field to Tom James, who swings to Mac Taylor. Mac Taylor continues to the left sideline. Disc in the middle now for Revolver. Mark Sherwood with the disc. about 5 yards outside the end zone. A little lifting backhand into the end zone for the Revolver goal and the 1-0 lead.
Wow, Revolver looked like they were stuck there early in that point on the sideline, but Chain's defense broke down at a high in a stall count, and then it looked like there's some confusion on Chain's end as Revolver just moved it effortlessly up to about 10 yards outside of the Chain end zone before patiently working it in. That was Josh Wiseman with the score, Tom James with the assist there for Revolver, and a 1-0 lead. Looks like Revolver is sagging in the lanes. The two defenders guarding the resets for Chain Lightning, standing in those throwing lanes for Jay Hammond. So Jay looks to move it wide.
Disc in the hands of A.J. T.R. Smith in the middle of the field, being marked by Mark Sherwood. A.J. with the disc again, up to Dylan Tennell. Now to the middle, back to T.R. Smith. Ooh, thought about the deep look there. Looks like there may be a call upfield.
Looks like a pick call there. Number 1, Josh Marquette out of Chain Lightning, being marked by number 13, Tyler Grant. And Greg Swanson going right at it to Asa Wilson deep.
Ooh, nice D there. Who was that? I think that was Robbie Cahill who went up high for that block.
Cahill getting in front and position there on Asa Wilson and getting the block, and now Revolver getting an opportunity for a break.
Robbie Cahill gets the D and picks up for the Revolver defense, who has their first chance at a break. Ooh, nice around break there. Josh Wiseman throws up the line, and it sails out of bounds.
That looked like a pretty physical mark there from Asa Wilson. I'm a little surprised there's actually no call on that throw from what I can see over here.
Looks like a forehand force.
Whoa!
Big hammer catches the wind, and there's a Wolfpack underneath. Ooh, I don't know who got up and smacked that down for Revolver.
It looked like it was Cahill again in a group of Revolver defenders.
Jeez, he got up high there for his second D of this point.
Jay Hammond not unwilling to let one of those big hammers go, but that one hung just a little too far, maybe a little ill-advised.
Ooh, nice bid there from Dylan Tennell. Ooh, wow, physical mark. No foul. Ooh, huck put up by Robbie Cahill, and it looks like it's a little bit short.
That was Marquette with the block, and Marquette put it checking in at the goal line for Chain Lightning. Chain with their third possession of their first O point of the game.
A.J. T.R. Smith just outside his own end zone with the disc. Continues up to Josh Zipperstein. Dylan Tennell with the disc, rips a big backhand.
Whoa!
Oh, no.
Gets by Chip Bhattacharya and into the hands of Jay Hammond.
Miss on that.
I am shocked about it. That Chip came down looking at his hand as if, how did that one go through? How did that one pass my hand? And Chain ties it up 1-2.
99 score. 99 score.
We'll be interested to see if they keep that subbing pattern, how much Bo is going to actually play here.
Nice pull. Goes out of bounds and back in. Fielded by Tom James up to Robbie Cahill, about 5 yards outside his own end zone. Nick Schlag swings back to Tom James in the middle. Good defense here from Chain. Chain forcing Revolver to go backwards. And again backwards.
Wow, Chain's downfield defense all over the Revolver cutters.
Jason Simpson poaching in the lane there. Ooh, nice I.O. break there from Robbie Cahill. Mac Taylor fakes the huck. Ooh, Taylor, smooth looking forehand there. Tom James with the disc on the sideline. Forehand up to Bo Kittredge, who puts it back into the middle. Josh Wiseman. Kittredge with the disc again. Dumps to Cahill. Nice little flat break up to Mac Taylor. Ooh, foul on the throw there. I think Mac Taylor's going to get that back.
That's Robert White from Chain Lightning marking Mac Taylor.
Excellent defender.
Excellent defender. Very, very explosive player out of Auburn University. Revolver really looking very patient with their offense here, despite that downfield defense from Chain. Mac Taylor with the break.
Ooh, and it looked like Tom James there.
That was Tom James
makes
pulling
the
down.
grab and toes the line in the back left corner of the end zone. That goal makes it 2-1 Revolver.
A hard athletic ultimate, and they're okay with not calling those physical marks, and maybe it's an agreed upon thing that the teams are doing.
You're absolutely right, and calling those fouls really can slow down an offense. So it's often an advantage to not make the call.
I know the two teams met before the game started and maybe discussed some of those ideas and how they wanted this game to be played. One of the advantages of actually having it played by, wow.
Big huck goes up from Dylan Tennell, but it looks like, ooh, wow. Looks like his mark got a little piece of that.
And number 13, Tyler Grant from Revolver, able to come down with that block on Josh Zipperstein.
All right, so Revolver with the disc, looking to break. Ooh, big huck. I think that was from Mac Taylor. Big outside in forehand.
Oh! Can't hang
Wow.
on to it. Mark Sherwood, amazing bid. Pulls it
Yeah.
down, but seems like we loses possession when he hit the ground.
Heck of an effort just to get a hand on that.
Yeah. Sherwood really showing his wheels on that one.
Tennell with the disc up to AJ Tierra-Smith. Lots of space for Josh Zipperstein to work. Zipperstein swings. It's continued across the field to Dylan Tennell. Dylan Tennell with a big forehand huck.
That's Asa Wilson deep.
Oh, that is just perfect. Just perfect.
Beautiful throw there from Dylan Tennell to Asa Wilson. Asa Wilson, of course, the new chain pickup, his second-year player on the team out of UC Santa Barbara. Played for a year with Rival, the co-ed team in Atlanta.
And that goal makes it 2-all. Athletes go to work, try to rip down some huge gainers. All right, Tom James fielding this pull for Revolver. Centers up to Robbie Cahill just outside his own end zone. Mac Taylor earns an underneath gainer. Ooh, big backhand.
Oh,
Ooh,
Joel
a lot
Wooten.
of pace on that. Great D there from Joel Wooten.
Wow.
That was intended for
Bo
who's that? That's
Kittredge. That was
intended
Bo
for Bo.
Kittredge going deep, and Joel Wooten, one of the few players out here in the open division with the legs to keep up with Kittredge, really makes a great play at that, lays it out, and gets just enough of it to knock it away from Kittredge.
That's a big statement early, I think, for
Certainly
that
is.
matchup.
Might make Revolver a little more hesitant to go back to it. Oh, Lockheed.
Ooh, Will Lockey nearly drops it. Bounces off his chest, but he's able to find it, make the grab anyways. Ooh, another huck from Chain.
Rob White on Mac
Hanging
Taylor.
in the air.
Oh! Rob White gets a piece of it. Looked like he had his
did.
hand on it, but couldn't quite
He
come
was
down
up
with it.
real high on that, and he got the meat of his hand on that disc. But all right, Robbie Cahill, the center of the handling core for Revolver, with the disc now. Swings to the middle to Tom James, Stanford University's Callahan nominee this past year.
Oh, nice break from Mac Taylor.
Tom James rips that backhand. Oh, who's that receiver out there?
So it looks like this one's going to be coming back. Rob Barrett on the mark for Chain Lightning. Definitely bumped Tom James before he put that one up. I think there may be some discussion, though, on whether the bump was on the pivot or the throw.
Yeah, it looked like there was a bump, and he tried to get the free throw out of it, but looks like the observers are getting involved.
I know that's no foul, but I actually think that is a dirty play personally. Rob Barrett coming up there and clearly putting the bump, just as he's setting his pivot foot. This is Chain's second possession of this point, and their second overall D possession, looking for a break.
Ooh, we're seeing lots of hucks here.
That's John Monforti deep to Mark Poole, and Mark Poole with the goal in stride. That's a great shot by John Monforti.
Wow. Mark Poole breaks free of Josh Wiseman there. Brings that down for, I believe, the first break of this game, and it belongs to Chain. That goal makes it 3-2, Chain Lightning, up early. All right, pull goes up. Revolver receiving. Looks like they'll be centering to Mark Sherwood. Sherwood up to Robbie Cahill, who continues to Bo Kittredge. Kittredge hits Rasmussen coming underneath. Mac Taylor coming in with speed. Oof.
Oh, that throw from Taylor looked like the wind picked up there. I can even feel it coming in here in the crow's nest, and I don't think Taylor expected that, and it just got away from receiver Robbie Cahill there for Revolver. Robert Runner here with the disc. University of Virginia's Callahan nominee this year. Another one of the big athletic pickups Shane's had.
Ooh, Josh Zipperstein earns a big under. And Zipperstein puts up a forehand huck upwind. Ooh.
That one hangs up there for Dylan Tunnell. And I actually think there was some contact from my perspective.
There was. That's Robbie Cahill who went up and was going after his third skying D of the game.
Looks like Cahill doesn't contest. Disc goes back to Dylan Tunnell in his hands. About 10 yards outside the upwind end zone for the second break of the game for Chain.
And they convert. Dylan Tunnell pivots, sends a backhand into the end zone for the goal to Peter Dempsey to make it 4-2. Chain up in the first half. Cahill with the disc. Ooh, wow, nice grab there from Bo. The diving two-handed clap catch. Good pivots from Bo Kittredge. He's really developed as a thrower.
So interesting, Chain switched up the matchup on Bo Kittredge at this point. They've got Dave Berendez, and so Revolver's attacking. Bo Kittredge out to space.
Mac Taylor with just a perfect forehand upwind, just a blast. I mean, that was an incredibly powerful throw. Oof, that's the first forehand pull I've seen all weekend.
Wow, really uses the wind well, comes in blading.
Just a monster pull there. Disc in the hands of Jay Hammond.
Revolver comes in with a bit of a straight out mark with some poaching, a little sag defense. Once again, sagging off the handlers. Now it looks like they're locking down some.
Josh Marquette gets open underneath, has the disc on the sideline right now. Swings it across to Jay Hammond.
Jay Hammond going upwind. That one slows, but Zip's able to read it,
wow.
comes back to the disc, stops, and goes up and grabs it.
I don't think that's exactly what Jay Hammond had in mind, but works nonetheless.
Josh Marquette
throws the push pass into the end zone.
That's Asa Wilson with the goal. Push past the cutesy little throw from Josh Marquette.
Puts Chain up 2 with a score of 5-3.
Revolver with great spacing here. That right side of the field, the open side of the field, they're keeping really clear for their cutters coming in underneath. And then when they don't get that, they're looking to break the mark like that.
Nice around break there.
Woo! Ooh. Little worm burner.
Little backhand across the face of the mark. Low but effective. Mac Taylor just outside the end zone. Pivoting. Good defense there. Robbie Cahill now. Ooh, flat break there into the end zone. Looks like Josh Wiseman reels in that goal for Revolver. Revolver goal makes it 5-4. Chain in the first half.
5-4, Chain Lightning leads, up 2 breaks here. That's a deep pull. Greg Swanson a yard off the back of the end zone, up to Paul Vandenberg. Paul Vandenberg, I believe this is his first point of the game. Big handler with a huge forehand out of Brown University.
Ooh, dangerous looking hammer.
Oh,
but AJ Tiersmith goes for the one-handed catch there.
Yeah.
I don't know, do you think he thought that a Revolver defender was right there and he needed to go with one hand?
That upwind hammer, I think it was hanging a little bit. I think he thought that he had to go stronger than he needed to. Probably could have reached up and grabbed it with 2 hands, giving Revolver an easy opportunity for a break here.
Just outside the end zone is Revolver. Dump to Sherwood. Sherwood, very good break mark thrower.
Oh.
There it is. Bo Kittredge with the goal. Gives Revolver the break and ties things up at 5 apiece in the first half. Revolver set to pull to Chain Lightning's offense. Chain will be headed downwind. Disc in the hands of Dylan Tunnell, who launches a forehand going downwind.
Asa Wilson, that is
my gosh.
beauty. Holy smokes.
I don't know what you do there. I mean, it looks like they sort of let him go almost. I mean, he was wide open there. Wilson was.
Dylan Tunnell down. He is on fire.
Yeah. Nice little high release backhand break. Ooh, I don't know why Bo didn't throw that. Looked like Mac Taylor towed the end zone line there for the goal. That goal ties things up at 6-all in this first half at the UPA Club Championships.
Nice possessional offense by Revolver there. Danford Ultimate.
Nice pull there from Eric Halverson. Disc in the hands of Paul Vandenberg.
Now Zip hanging out really deep, coming back underneath now for big yards. Whoa, big bid there.
Ooh, huge bid. Looks like
Nick Chapman, I think, with the bid, and it looks like he may have injured himself coming down.
looked like he was holding his back when he came down.
You know, I keep seeing this. This is one of the things that I really dislike about Chain's offense is they will often dump it but not have that next swing.
Vandenberg puts up a backhand huck into the end zone.
Oh!
Wow!
Kittredge splitting between Zipperstein and Dylan Tennell and coming down with it. But it looks like Zip may be calling the foul there.
Dylan Tennell was up so high there, but Bo Kittredge went up just a bit higher to grab that out of the air and deny Chain's offense that chance at a goal.
Josh Wiseman, the other Revolver defender in that pack. I don't think Bo had any contact until he caught that disc. And there's your instant replay.
Having a discussion about it with the observer here.
Observer rules, no foul.
Wow, that was an incredible D by Bo Kittredge. I think he's maybe the only player at this tournament who could have gotten that D.
I mean, that's why Bo Kittredge is the premier athlete in this game.
Ooh, nice upline throw, but it's mishandled, and AJ Tiersmith comes up with it. Ooh,
nice
disc
break
sent
mark.
into the end zone over the top to Josh Zipperstein for the
Swanson.
Chain goal.
Greg Swanson, nice break mark forehand there all the way across the field for the score and the 7-6 lead from Chain. Chain's really been throwing a lot of defenders at this Revolver offense.
Well, they have the personnel to do that. Ooh, Robbie Cahill puts up a forehand huck. And it's absolutely perfect to Tom James.
Wow, that's amazing. You're talking about John Hammond. They went right after that Tom James, John Hammond matchup right there. And Cahill really just, buttery forehand.
Yep.
With that downwind, actually very similar to that Dylan forehand we saw earlier today.
This championship makes it 4 in a row for San Francisco's Fury.
So I got a tweet here. Furious wants me to ask Andrew Brown if he's playing next year. Andrew Brown, are you going to be playing next year?
I'm absolutely going to be playing next year.
Oh, Chain Lightning going right at it. Wow.
AJ Tiersmith breaks free from his defender, Robbie Cahill.
Chain scores to make it 8-7 and take that break into halftime.
So Revolver with the raise. Pull coming from Chain.
So John Monforti with the pull. Big left-handed, Blady outside-in pull.
Fielded by Tom James. They had a secondary fielder there just in case it skipped past.
Some pretty smart strategizing there from Revolver.
It is. You don't want that rolling out the back of the end zone.
Revolver coming out of what looks like a pretty vertical stack. Although, they're mixing it up. I think they're using space very well generally. It's really difficult to get open on these Chain defenders.
Nick Schlag with the disc in the middle of the field for Revolver. Being forced forehand by Chain. Oh, wow.
Peter
Almost.
Dempsey with the sick catch block, but then loses it
Exactly.
when he comes down, almost to Callahan.
Oh, you're right. That would have been a Callahan. Oh, and Chain gets the break. Wow. That's a huge block. Deep in Revolver's own territory there.
And Chain's got a big D-line out here. Dylan Tennell, number 78, with the pull.
Nice upwind rip there. Fielded by Tom James up to Robbie Cahill. Sherwood gets the dump. Right back to Cahill. Mac Taylor now on the sideline. Puts a forehand. Ooh, wow. It's a little bit too far out in front of Tom James. He gets a hand on it, but bounces off and lands in the grass. So Chain disc again, looking to break.
Unfortunate error there for Revolver, and now Chain looking for the upward break, and Dylan Tennell going
Tennell
at it to Joel Wooten.
Going for the jugular,
Ooh.
and he reels it in for another break. That makes it 2 breaks in a row for Chain. Wow.
Joel Wooten, a big offensive target there for Dylan Tennell. And wow, Revolver now in a tough spot, 11-7, going upwind here on this next point.
Well, I was saying Revolver coming out of the Northwest region. The top seed out of that region, always difficult Northwest region, and Chain Lightning coming out of the South region. beating double wide in that regional final.
Oh, look at Peter Dempsey's dump D. He is really putting the pressure on Robbie Cahill.
Ooh. That disc just a little bit too far in front of Mac Taylor. Mac Taylor lays out and gets a hand on it, but that would have been a pretty difficult grab to make.
Shane looking for another break, up 11-7 here already.
Robert Wright with the disc for Chain. Looks like a call is made, maybe travel, I think. Travel call by Robbie Cahill. Typically a cutter for Chain.
Looks like Kittredge is actually backing him a little bit there. I'm not sure about that one. You think Kittredge could front pretty much anybody in the game.
But Kittredge, with that kind of speed, always looking to help deep.
Wow, look at the faking and pivoting there from Jason Simpson. Really putting on a clinic, getting open and finally hitting Mark Poole there.
Yeah, Jason Simpson has very aggressive fakes, I feel like. He pivots hard and swings that disc around.
Chain Lightning not getting anything downfield, decides to call a timeout.
So Chain with the disc sets up in a vertical stack. Let's see what kind of play we see here. Maybe a split and send.
Effective. Looks like
the dump set up directly behind the thrower.
Oh, Mark Poole.
Oh!
But Zip may get it.
Oh! Wow! What a play by Josh Zipperstein. Shows off some incredible speed.
Holy. Josh Wiseman there with a great layout block there, but just he can't get quite enough of it to get it out of reach of the speedy Zipperstein.
I mean, what more can you do if you're Josh Wiseman there? I mean, you got a piece of it, and if that's almost anyone else, that's a D. That's landing in the grass. But instead, Josh Zipperstein stays with it and runs it down, makes the layout grab.
You know, after they get these turnovers to convert it, you know, their D-line possession has been very good in this game. I actually think they have converted 5 out of 6 possessions.
That's incredible. I mean, when you're doing that, it's hard to not be winning the game. So Revolver offense back out on the field. Revolver needs to score to get things going in the right direction here. Ooh. Robbie Cahill sends a forehand into the end zone to Mac Taylor.
Oh, Dylan looking for it.
With a nice high bid, but the throw is too good, and Mac Taylor reels that in. So you would think after the Revolver offense had turned it a bunch that maybe they would go a little more conservative and stop hucking, but that's the Revolver game. Take chances. All right, Josh Zipperstein gets it up the line. Josh Marquette now with the disc, being forced backhand. Ooh. Martin Cochran really wanted that one. Dylan Tennell with the disc, swings it cross field to Josh Marquette, who puts it into the end zone.
That's Asa Wilson for the grab. Josh Marquette to Asa Wilson brings it to 13-8 Chain Lightning.
Chain Lightning shows some great field management there with the big swing across the field. Cahill with the disc now. Ooh, puts up that forehand. I was just going to say, he's put in a couple nice ones from there. And Bo shows some nice speed, tracks down that one.
Yeah, he breaks free there from Joel Wooten, his mark. And Cahill puts that one really nice, kind of sails with the wind. That was the one that those Masters players couldn't connect on that in the finals yesterday that we were watching.
See Jit there trying to fire up this D-line. This D-line needs to generate some turns and some breaks to get themselves back in this game. Nice upwind pull there from Mac Taylor. Right around where the brick mark would be, I think.
So Chain working on a vertical stack. Oh, and Dylan going right at it to Josh Zipperstein.
That disc is hanging. Josh Zipperstein jockeying for position. It was out. His foot landed on the line.
The wind.
I think he probably could have towed that in.
I think he could have. I don't think he knew how close he was to the back line there. He was so concerned about keeping Josh Wiseman on his back and not letting him get an angle that he lost track of where he was and the depth of it.
His ability to, like you said, keep a defender on his back and maintain and hold position is uncanny, actually.
Now Revolver getting the opportunity for an upwind break. This would be a huge break for Revolver. Get the disc back.
Tom James with the disc. It looks like he's in trouble, but finds Robbie Cahill. Tom James with the disc again, swings to Mark Sherwood. Sherwood with a nice slicing inside-out forehand. Ooh, big huck from Revolver.
Mac Taylor tracking that one down for the upwind goal and the break for Revolver.
And they needed it, Kyle.
Wow, that is a big one, especially going upwind. That gives them the opportunity to come downwind here and maybe get another break.
13-10 chain. So Tom James with the disc again. Ooh, nice around break to Rasmussen. Rasmussen on the left side of the field. Sneaks it under the hand. Up to Bo Kittredge. Bo Kittredge gets it to Robbie Cahill, who throws the hammer into the end zone. Ooh, and it's just perfect.
That is a nice upwind hammer right there, Andrew. Revolver getting the much-needed upwind goal, putting the pressure back on the Chain O-line to have to work it upwind for the final goal.
That's interesting, Kyle. All right. Pull received. Centered up to Jay Hammond. Ooh, nice looking cut from Josh Marquette. Tierra Smith flips it. Disc swung across, back to Tierra Smith in the middle of the field.
Great downfield deep by Revolver, but great move by Chain Lightning, moving the disc across the field. Josh Marquette with the disc.
Josh Marquette's ability to get open is incredible.
You know, he's one of the more unassuming players here in the open division that's been playing at this level for so long.
He's just so fast and quick.
Oh, Swanson seeing AJ breaking deep.
Wow, drops a
Dylan
dime.
Tunnell. That is a beautiful upwind throw from Swanson to win this game.
That is incredible.
15-11. Chain Lightning with their first UPA Open Championship after 30 years together as a team.
Wow, this is one heck of a game, Kyle. We couldn't have asked for anything more out of these two teams. We saw so many great plays, whether it be skies, whether it be Ds, whether it be throws, break marks, hucks.
And
This game had it all.
it certainly did, and we really got to give it up to Revolver. Revolver working so hard all tournament long and all game long. Robbie Cahill just really dominating out there on offense, but can't come up with it enough. You know, Bo Kittredge, Mac Taylor, Mark Sherwood, this team is so solid all the way through, but Chain Lightning just too much to handle in this game.
So, my name's Andrew Brown,
And I'm Kyle Weisbrod.
and we're out of here. Thanks for joining us.
Josh Zipperstein of Chain Lightning, member of the 2009 UPA Club Open Champions. Zip, how does it feel? You've been in the club division for 7 years now. This is your first championship. What does it mean to win with this team?
It means the world, man. We've been working so hard. I know I've been building with these guys for 3 years, but Atlanta Ultimate has been building for 20 years towards this. So, you know, the crew of guys, Cricket, Dylan, AJ, Swanee, Kid, John, Jay, they've been going at it, man. Finally, we brought it all together.
Yeah, it's really incredible for Atlanta. First Atlanta win ever. You had some incredible plays there. Tell us about that layout catch you had that came off of, was it Sherwood's hands? He had the D on it, but you came down with it. Tell us a little about that play.
I think it was Wiseman up top. We called a zipper off the back, so 4 and 5 in the stack split, and I went deep from 3. When it threw up, it was a little flat downwind, and it looked like Wiseman had the right read on it, so instead of trying to go at him and get it, I just took a line where either he's going to miss it or mack it. He macked it, I caught up to it, and luckily slid for a bit on this grass, because I actually think I hit the ground before I caught it.
Wow, that was an incredibly exciting play. Congratulations. This is awesome.
I feel the same way. Thanks, Kyle.
So we're here with Dylan Tunnell, another member of the UPA Championship winning Chain Lightning. Dylan, how long have you been on Chain Lightning? How many years?
It's my 10th season on Chain.
10th season. And when you first started playing for Chain, Chain was not qualified for nationals.
I think Chain hadn't made nationals in 7 years when I started playing on Chain.
So tell us about the building process and what it took for you guys to get here.
I mean, it was a lot of different things coming together at the right time. I think it was a combination of there just being a lot of local athletes that kind of started really getting into it through the Atlanta Summer League and just other colleges around Atlanta that didn't necessarily have big programs, but had just a few good players in there like Rob White or like Mark Poole, who started coming to the team and just making it better. AJ is really one of the biggest parts also, and also having some guys move in from out of town. Zip being a big one for sure. and also just I think more of a commitment to us becoming the best team we could be instead of just kind of goofing around and going play ultimate just to have fun instead of to really win and be the best team.
So this year you managed to catch the game winner for the World Games, as well as the game winner here at the UPA Club Championship. Tell us how it compares, how it feels to catch both of those, and is there a difference? Like, what's more meaningful for you?
Oh my God, man, I don't even know how to answer that question. It was actually a lot different. I think, you know, with the World Games team, I felt like all along there was no question that we were the best team, and I think it was really just a matter of us kind of coming together and really gelling and having fun together. And when we won, it felt like we really should have won, and we were kind of all expecting that. And it was just great to be a part of that team. With Shane, in a way, it's I think even more rewarding because it's been such a building process for me. And over the years, you know, we've done so much losing to get better and better, and to finally be at this point is, I mean, it's incredible.
Congratulations.